Ahati Maat here. I am the Kenti Aha, which is the leader of the Sacred Defenders of Ma'at. And we are going to talk about a little bit of Heka and not magic, because what's being called magic today is being referenced back to what was called once Heka. And if you hear me say Heka, there's actually two words. There's two words within one, the He and the Ka. So we're going to talk very briefly about that right now. So let's get into it. I also suggest you go over to our teachingsofma'at.org, the teachingsofma'at.org website, and check out our numerous archived videos of our shows and Tahuti's pod classes, so you can get a better understanding of what I'm going to share right now. But Heka is dealing with a certain type of frequency. It's dealing with a certain type of frequency that's manifested within all of us, that it literally connects us to what's now called the subatomic realm and connects us to the physical realm, which is planet Earth. And it's dealing with certain type of numbers. Once again, I'm not going to get into all that because there's just not enough time, but there's a certain amount of numbers that deal with it. All I want to do is just show you the two words that make up this one word. So the same vital energy that animates your body produces the fathers of the material. Fathers, because we are dealing outside of the realm of space and time. Remember, space and time are constructs of our reality. It's not the construct of other species that are on the planet with us. So in reality, space and time does not exist outside of our perception. Now in the He and Ka, because you will see that Heka is spelled H-E-K-A, the He. What is the He? If you notice, the He is literally forming, the glyph that forms the He is a person glyph forming what? Forming the two hand symbols, which represents the Ka, which is the body's double, or the etheric body, or your light energy. There's also a lot of other meanings to the Ka, but that's just what I'm going to deal with here with Heka for now. And it's one of its many meanings is a great but indefinite number. A great but indefinite number. So there is no number for the He. So it's what we call now eternity or infinity. It is your infinite energy. The He-Hu. What is the He-Hu? The He-Hu, right? We see the He. We see the He-Hu. The Hu is a chick. The U sounds a chick. And we're dealing with frequency here. These waves here, which is known as Nu, is dealing with water. But it also means wave. It's dealing with molecules. It's dealing with the subatomic realm. It's dealing with you. It's eternity, one of the four elemental gods of the company of Tahuti. One of the four elemental gods of the company of Tahuti. Who is Tahuti? Tahuti was known as the first, what the time was now called magician, or the inventor of what? Speech, or words, right? The He also means to rejoice. It also means to rejoice, because we know that it is your energy. It is the frequency that we are resonating on, the vibrations. This is where the term good vibrations, this is where this comes from, because you're literally in control of the way you feel. That's why nobody can make you feel a certain way unless you allow it to happen to you. Okay. We come down here, and this is a popular version of He and Ka. We see the He and the Ka, right? But we'll get back to that in a second. I want to go over the Ka briefly. So the Ka is what? We see over here again. We see the Ka, we see the person kneeling, and then above them is what? Again, the two arms raised towards the sun, towards Ra, towards the light. Over his head, and this also has another deeper meaning. It deals with something called the Oot, but we're not going to get into that right now, but it deals with something called the Oot, and it also means the opener, and it's also a symbol for opening your consciousness to the light that's inside of you that connects you to a greater understanding and perception of what you see just in this physical realm. It is a vital strength. It is the double. It is the character. It's the disposition. It is your image. It is your vital strength. So literally, your energy is your vital strength. And it also sometimes means your name. Your name. Again, arms raised up towards what? Towards the waves. And we know that in quantum physics, they have the wave-particle duality. It's called the wave-particle duality, which deal with light and sound that operate in waves and also in particles, just depending how we observe them. Okay? And a person is observing this wave and realizing that it is his energy, which is connected to his name, which deals with a whole other teaching dealing with your Ren, which is the metanetter way to say name, which also deals with waves. So before we go, I'm going to leave you with the Heka, right? So there again is a Het and a Ka. It says to utter charms or spells or incantations, to recite words of power, to bewitch. Why does it say all this? It says this because what now is being called magic is really just what you're vibrating at every day, whether you're conscious of it or not. And that's why those of you that have heard me speak for a while now know that I'm constantly reiterating that it is our own control that predicts the life and the daily experiences that we have. It is not anybody watching this that controls me. It is not anybody that I'll meet today that controls me. It is always up to me to remain in control, because I now know that the control is infinitely inside of me, because it's me vibrating at a certain type of frequency. So maybe in the future, I will expound on what exactly is the specific frequency to tap into. Or you can also go to our website at teachingsofma.org. Again, it's teachingsofma.org, where you can go through our backdated videos and you can find these specific videos which tell you specifically the number of the frequency that connects you not only to the planet Earth, but that can connect you to the subatomic realm, so that you can never lose control again. Peace.